Hello guys, myself Nishant. So today we'll be having a discussion on types of flat plate collectors. So yeah, let's start. Types of flat plate collectors. Here, first of all, we need to know the introduction to the solar energy. Flat plate collectors are the most common type of solar panel used for residential water and space heating. Some other types include concentrating and evacuated tube collectors. Then what do you mean? What do we mean exactly by the flat plate collectors? So there are the main components of a typical flat plate solar collectors. Black service. These are nothing but the absorbent of the incident solar energy. Glazing cover. This is a transparent layer that transmits radiation to the absorbers but prevents radiative and convective heat loss from the surface. Then comes the tubes. Tubes are this basically contains heating fluid to transfer the heat from the collector. Support. So support structure, it is used to protect the component and hold them in place. Insulation covering sides and bottom of the collector to reduce the heat losses. Then then some types of flat plate collectors based on different attributes are the based on the type. First one is the based on the type of glazing material. Here we have the glass flat plate collectors. Then comes the plastic flat plate collectors. Then the second one is based on the absorber plate material. Here we have the copper flat plate collectors. Then we have the aluminum flat plate collectors. The third one is based on the method of heat transfer. Here we have the liquid flat plate collectors. Then we have the air flat plate collectors. Then we have here the roof mounted flat plate collectors, ground mounted flat plate collectors, and the last one, fourth one, which is based on the method of installation. Here we have three types. The first one is the roof mounted flat plate collectors. Second one is the ground mounted flat plate collectors. Here there are some of the types of flat plate collectors based on different attributes. So then we have the types of flat plate solar collectors. Here we can distinguish between two basic types of flat plate solar collector depending on the configuration of the absorbing plate and whether it is glazed or not. Here comes the parallel absorbing plate configuration. This type of collector can be used horizontally and vertically. The parallel design favors that the collector temperature can be stratified with a greater volume of water circulation through the branches inside the collector. Series absorbing plate configuration. It is composed of it is composed of single continuous circuit with a low volume of circulating water and a higher thermal jump with good performance. Glazing here generally it is basically used in domestic heating system or installation. The operating temperature is generally between the 30 degrees Celsius and the 60 degrees Celsius. It consists of an insulated box covered by glazed. Inside there is an absorbent in which the heat transfer fluid circulates. The glazing blocks infrared radiation and insulates the air gap above the absorbing plate to keep warm. Then we have the unglazed. This type of flat collector is much cheaper than the other collector, but at the same time it is less widespread. Depending on the outside temperature, it is generally used in the swimming pool heating system, but can sometimes be used as a hot water heating system in hot countries. Then we have the unglazed flat plate collectors. So as we can see in the diagram that unglazed flat plate collectors are simple, durable and efficient at capturing the solar energy. They are often used for pool and space heating. Then comes the glazed flat plate collectors. Here, as you can see in the diagram, that this is the inside look of the glazed flat plate solar collector. Glazed glazed flat plate collectors have a glass covering that allows sunlight to pass through but traps the heat inside. These are much more efficient in colder climates. Unglazed collectors are cheaper and better suited for the warmer climates. So, as as you can see in the diagram, here are the naming of the glazed flat plate solar collector. Here we have the riveted corners, black chrome. Then comes the copper absorber plate, type M copper riser tubes, and manifolds, EPDM grommets. Then we have the vent plugs, aluminum backset. So many are there. Low iron, tempered glass, low binder, fiberglass insulation, secondary silicone glazing seal, integral mounting channel, primary EPDM glazing seal. So on the conclusion part, we can say that the flat plate collectors, these are the popular type of solar panel that absorbs sunlight and converts it into light. They come in a various design including glazed and unglazed types. Selecting the right collector depends on our climate. Yeah, then climate, budget, and the energy requirement of the individual. With proper maintenance, the flat plate collectors can last for decades and save our money on energy bills. So yeah, that's all. Thank you guys.